Hi, friends. Greetings. How are you doing this Thursday afternoon? It is Mari Smith here coming to you from very hot, sunny San Diego. I think it's about 85 or something today. Hey, listen, I've been getting a lot of questions about Facebook Live Producer. How do you use it? Settings. Can you go live on your page, your profile, your group? How do you use Facebook Live Producer to go live in a group as your page using Facebook Live Producer? Do you really need a third-party app, or can you just go live with your Facebook Live Producer? Or I just suddenly had a thought. Did I double check I'm streaming in the right place? But I am. I think it's been one of those days. Okay, so for all of you folks here who are already using an app like I am right now, Ecamm Live, which I absolutely love because I can pop Gabriella up here like that. So you can do all kinds of really cool things. You can, share your screen, just toggle back and forth, super duper easy, doing demos, you name it, all kinds of fun things. I don't even use the half of what's capable on Ecamm. They have a wonderful support group, and you can actually play videos, from the app, pre-recorded as if they're live. You can bring in multiple camera sources, share your phone, you name it. So that's Ecamm. And then there's BeLive, B.Live, there's StreamYard, there's Zoom for sure. Zoom works fine, streaming into anywhere on Facebook. Blue Jeans is another favorite of mine, bluejeans.com. And I actually did a live the other week there. It's actually pinned to my profile right now. I mean, my page as we talk right here. So I went into all the different apps. So this is all like the third parties, right? There's Ecamm, BeLive, StreamYard, Switcher Studio, Blue Jeans, Zoom. And then the Facebook Live Producer, I kind of put that at the bottom of my list, but it's free and it's native, right? It's free and native. So for many folks who are maybe just starting to use Facebook Live and you want to really kind of ramp it up and you don't want to mess with an app and you just want to use what Facebook's given you for free anyway, may as well use Live Producer, right? So let's do this. I'm going to show you, because actually what prompted me to do this, I was going to be hopping on live anyway, and I switched gears, and shout out to Mignon Lee Warden. Hope I'm saying your name right. She asked, how do you have a tutorial on how to use the new Facebook Live Producer? And so that's in my Facebook, my Social Scoop group. And so I thought I'd hop on live here to do that. So let's just pretend. So right now I'm streaming live through Ecamm. Okay, this is a third-party tool. I love it. Like I say, I can do all kinds of fun things and putting comments up on the screen and sharing back and forth, super duper easy. But with Facebook Live Producer, it's definitely powerful, but it also has limitations. But even so let's do this. So we're on desktop. All you do anywhere, right, would be whether it's your page, your profile, your group, you're going to click live video. Okay, so as soon as I hit live video, it's going to pop up open into this big screen with Live Producer. And at first you might go, oh my gosh, what do I do here? There's a lot of settings, a lot of buttons to click, a lot of things that you might, get wrong. Now, if you can see down there below, I could point up and down. So right now I'm streaming using my good DSLR camera. Okay, this is Sony, the 50mm lens, love it. And what you see down there is this camera. Pick it up, put it into the, oh yeah, there it is up there in the view. But it's so not as flattering. It's nowhere near as flattering when we do that. And it's much wider, so you can see my messy office. Anyway, so now when I've hit that go live button, okay, I did that from my group. Now, what we were discussing right there in my group with another person is how to go live in the group as your page. And I cannot find that there's a way to do that, unfortunately, with Live Producer. If anybody's seen the way to do it, let me know. I'm going to back for just a second so you can see very clearly up at the top here, how you can toggle, right? So I got two different pages in my profile. So actually, just for the heck of it, I'm going to switch back to my profile and I'll hit live video. Same thing, it's going to pop open Live Producer, but there's just nowhere. Yeah, see, whether I do it as my personal profile or as my page, it just doesn't seem to want to play nice on Live Producer to broadcast in a group as your page. And it's linked, right? You can see it. You can see that this is a linked page. If I go back over to my page, and it's right here. This is the group I'm talking about, Mari Smith Social Scoop. And that's where I am right here. So it's linked. It's absolutely linked. It is private. I wonder if it makes a difference if you do public, if a public group. If anybody knows here, by all means, let me know. If you have a public, a fully public Facebook group that is linked to your Facebook page, and you're able to go live in your group as your page using Facebook Live Producer. Of course, I know you can with third-party apps. I use Ecamm, love Ecamm. But just curious. So regardless of whether you've done it as your profile or your page, I'm just going to walk you through the steps, because you hit that little live video and now you're sitting here. So let's say in this instance, okay, yep, that's exactly what I want. I want in the group. See how I could go my timeline or a page or a group. Okay. And then the interesting thing with a group is it's going to list every group that you are a member of. Isn't that crazy? Now, some of you are like, oh my God, where's my group? Tons of them. Oh my gosh, so many groups. And that's a mixture of your own groups as well as groups that you belong to. So you're going to put your title here. It says optional, but it's good to put in there. You can always edit it. You can edit your title and whatever you're saying. Your description here. Usually try to make it, fairly compelling to just describe what it is that you're going to be talking about. As you saw with this one, I usually do put a title in now, and it just says, whatever it says, Facebook Live Producer, and then a step-by-step how-to tutorial, I think I put. Yeah. Broadcasting natively on your page, profile, or group. Okie dokie. So that's that one right there. This is renew. So I like to do this. Now, you don't see the title at first when it's streaming live. You actually don't see the title, but once it's finished, the title will be there. And then you can go back and edit it on your profile, your page, or your group. Okay, back to Live Producer as the group. And as if you just joined us, I'm pointing out that for some reason, Facebook doesn't let you use Live Producer to broadcast as your page in a linked group. Using Live Producer, you definitely can as a third-party app, okay? So I just kind of go from left to right. So let's say I was going to go live now, or you could schedule it, right? That's your first two choices up at the top there. Go live now or schedule. Then decide your destination, one of three destinations, right? Personal timeline, page, group. Keep in mind, for now, as far as you can tell, when you go live in a group, it's going to be as your profile, not as your page. Using Live Producer, okay? Title, description, that's all you need. Gaming, probably not going to apply to 99% of you. Doesn't apply to me, but if any gamers here, you know what you're doing. All right, so then over here in this middle screen, I'm not really going to get to any of these other tabs, but I'm just going to go right here. And so the settings, I think what was super confusing before is that Facebook would default to stream key. And you see, as soon as I go stream key, now see at the bottom right of your screen, it says waiting for live video, and it's black. And so that can be so confusing because you're like, so many people were saying to me, literally some people were streaming live on Facebook, like people could hear the audio, right? But the camera was black. And that's why, because you've clicked stream key instead of camera. You're going to use stream key if you're using a separate third-party app. If you're using stream keys, then you know what you're doing. You're a little more advanced. But otherwise, now what's cool is I think Facebook got wise to that. So many people were confused and getting it wrong. Now when you open up Live Producer, it defaults to the camera, okay? It defaults to camera. So if you don't see the little preview, it's down in the bottom there, but it also might start big. I'm going to scroll up and you'll see it big now. Ah! The big view there. So you can just scroll up or you can scroll down. See the difference in the camera, right? Tiny webcam, big DSLR. I'm going to go like that to toggle. Toggle? Toggle. Big difference. Oh my gosh, it's so hot. I think it's like 85. Might have to put my AC on. Maybe not. Not today. Okay, so come on down here. Again, not obvious. Like, especially if you land right here, you're like, what do I do next? See how it's got the arrow? Again, not super obvious, but you're going to scroll down. Scroll down. Now here's all your settings. Okay. So if you don't see your camera, here it is right here. You're going to pick it. And again, if you don't see it, like right now, what I'm streaming on with my good DSLR camera, the Sony, is this one right here, Camlink. That's a nifty little USB device, a tiny little device that just goes USB and HDMI. So it comes HDMI out the camera, HDMI into the, I forget all the names, MIDI, Mini, Maxi, the different sizes of the HDMIs. But that's a magic little gizmo. They're pretty hard to come by right now because of such a demand in video gear. But if you can, go and try and get that over on Amazon. But I know that it's been a tricky one. I'll pop my little link in there. This is my Amazon shop link, my friends. You'll see all the gear. I always get questions about the gear that I use. So I'll pop that there for you right now. But yeah, so that's Cam Link. But right now I'm not selecting that one because I don't want to get it messed up with the one I'm using right now. So that's it. So you're going to make sure that you got your the right camera and for sure the right microphone. Okay. Now, what happens if I go share screen? I have not done that. I must confess I have because I just don't. Yeah, I don't want to mess with it right now while I'm using Ecamm. But I know in the past, yeah, unable to share screen. Okay, Facebook, okay. I believe, and someone correct me if I'm wrong on this, I believe that if you're using Facebook Live Producer, you have to decide if you're on camera or share screen. I don't think you can toggle back and forth. And for sure, we know that you can't do this. You can't put comments up on the screen with Facebook Live Producer. That's always done by a third-party app. Yeah, emoticons are good in your title. I agree, Ivan. And yeah, exactly. When you're doing the Live Producer, you literally almost have to have another computer open, or at least another window or another tab, laptop, separate screen, phone even, watch on your phone, because then you can take comments on your phone. I see sometimes folks doing that. You're just focusing on the camera, you're broadcasting, and you can just use your phone. Again, this is for if you want to just do free and native. Otherwise, I'm a big fan of using these apps. Kathy says, I use Zoom, not able to do, yeah, I think you're great. If you've got an account with Zoom and you're doing your lives by Zoom, then that's phenomenal. Go for it. Yeah, stick with that. And I know I'm not a fan of scheduled lives. They just seem to get messed up sometimes. Although the one major benefit of doing scheduled lives is you now have a permalink. You now have a URL that you can really begin to build an audience. So you can share that in your groups and your profile across all of Facebook. You can put it on Twitter and LinkedIn. You can put it in your email newsletter, right? Instagram. Tell people about it. You're driving people to a specific destination on Facebook. Usually would be your page, right? And then for them to RSVP and then get a notification when you do go live. The only thing is, it's so bizarre, and I thought this was a bug, but my good friend Luria Patrici, she said that Facebook says it's not even a bug where you go live, you schedule a live, and then you go live, and then it creates a separate post that now says this live has ended, and then you get the replay is above it. It's crazy. I don't know why that's intentional. But anyway, so this is Ecamm Live, and the light and camera, that's the Sony a6000 DSLR. You can use any good DSLR, Canon, Nikon, and then a 3-point light in front and 2 lights at the side. And then they're all available in that Amazon store link. I like the ring light. And this is through Ecamm Live. It can't be done through Live Producer. Yeah. All done through, and any third-party app will do that, almost any. Actually, Zoom, no, I'm telling lies. Ecamm's the only one. Ecamm, Be Live, and StreamYard. And then there's others for more advanced folks if you do Wirecast or vMix. But Zoom and BlueJeans, they don't put comments in the screens. Oh, hey, Tim, saying, do I recommend creating Facebook Advanced for lives? Yeah, no, I don't. I haven't found them to be effective either. Yeah. So let's get back over on with my tutorial. So we've done all that, right? We've gone over starting from left to right, top to bottom. We're going live now. I'm deciding to share in a group, my Social Scoop group. I've picked the group, make sure and triple check all settings. There's nothing worse than going live in the wrong destination. I've only done that once. Put your title and your description. I think it even says title's optional. Yeah, it says optional. So long as you have a description. Although sometimes I see people going live with no description. I don't think it's a good idea. I like to have a compelling description, as I mentioned, because then, people they just see it at a glance. People, they see you're live, they see that in the screen right now, and then they're going, okay, that's what she's talking about. I'll put the volume on, right? Because most people are like, they're not going to turn the volume on unless they kind of know what you're talking about, unless they just absolutely love you. So, all right, so we've done that, and we've picked our right camera and our right microphone. I saw a question there about StreamKey. StreamKey is it's a big long piece of code that you then insert in a third-party tool, okay, like Wirecast or vMix. It's where maybe you set it all up in here. You have you've gotten all your settings. Let's say you're going to schedule it, and then you're going to go over to your third-party tool, but that is only for certain more advanced tools. For something like Ecamm, they are so good with their customer support and everything, their tutorials. You just hit the buttons and you go live. You don't need to mess around with any of these settings. You just pick your destination, put your title and your description, hit go live. Okie dokie. But let's play around, because many of you, the whole purpose of this tutorial here is to just show you what's possible inside of Live Producer, because it's still effective. It's still very effective if you're going live just natively on your desktop. So some settings in here I want you to point out. Not recommended for live videos with poor internet connection, and live video stream stops. Oh yeah, you will not be able to reconnect an encoder. That's interesting. I would uncheck that. Not recommended for live videos with poor internet. Interesting. Allow embedding. That means that someone could literally embed your Facebook Live while you're live. This might be useful unpublished. After unpublished means that it's not visible to the public. That's not really relevant for you guys, maybe for news or something. Now then, this one here is grayed out, but I'm going to go over and I'm going to open up another Live Producer if it'll let me do it. Now I'm going to go in my page. Excuse me, this is my profile. I'm going to really confuse Facebook. Yeah, so now this is on my profile. I've got two Live Producers open at the moment. This is my profile. I don't want to do it my page because it really might mess things up. But this is really interesting. This might be new. Show dial-in number. A dial-in number will be shown to you to share with viewers so they can join even with limited connectivity. So if you happen to be, maybe in a part of the world where internet isn't terribly speedy, I think it'd be not a bad idea to put that on there. I haven't seen that feature before. I have a feeling it might be fairly new. So now you can just check that off. Okay. I also love this one is actually default. Allow viewers to rewind. You know what's missing is the auto captions. It was there before. Facebook's so funny, eh? They give us a feature with one hand and take it away with the other. Yeah, viewing. Allow viewers to rewind. Wow. Yeah, unless it's just automatic. I think maybe they're just leaving it on automatic. You guys can tell me. Does anybody see captions on this video? Do you see captions? Automatic captions? I don't think they're there. No. That's so funny. I think it's one of those features that Facebook added it, tested it a little bit. Some people have it and then some people don't. Who knows? Okay, back to finishing up here in the tutorial, because that's got your basic settings, camera, mic. Don't mess around with StreamKey. If you want to really check yourself in the camera, if your Live Producer lands like this, scroll up. It's not obvious, but scroll up so you can check yourself big on camera. See, make sure you're the way you want. Okay, and that's it, and you're all set. You're golden. That's all you need to do here. And then you just hit go live. So actually, I'm going to come out of there and out of here. I think just for the heck of it, I am going to just see if we have any different features when I try to go live on my page. I don't think so, but it might really mess things up if I'm going live already in a third-party app and I try to, but let's just try it for the heck of it. I'm not going to hit go live, but we'll just open up Producer. All right. Yeah, okay, so of course you do. You get more features when you go live on your page. Notice that. See, that's probably what really confuses people. Because now look how we've got a lot of different settings in here. Immediately it defaulted to StreamKey, right? So it's defaulting to camera, and maybe it's just because it's going by the past setting that I used. But this is going to confuse people, and especially if you see that down the bottom right, waiting for live video. So you've got to click on use camera. Okay, if you just joining us, this is me just demonstrating how to use Facebook Live Producer by itself, natively, not using a third-party app. I'm using a third-party app right now, Ecamm Live, to do this demonstration. Okay, toggling back and forth, sharing my camera and my desktop. But I don't think that's feasible, even though it says share screen here. I think you have to do one or the other. I got to double check on that for you guys. Okay, let's look at the settings in here. They're going to be similar. Unpublished, go live for longer than 8 hours. Okay, so only on a page can you do the longer than 8 hours. That's amazing. Your video gets deleted after it ends. Wow. And there's your dial-in number. So that's all interesting. Not much you need to mess around within there. But the viewing, allow our viewers to rewind. And you can mess around with the comments. So I think this is really, really helpful. And you may or may not have all of these settings on your page. But I know for larger pages, certainly when you get up into the millions and you have major celebrities, they probably have quite restricted comments. Slow is interesting, right? Commenting every 10 seconds or comments over 100 characters. Only comments over 100 characters will be shown. Restricted. Commenters must have accounts that are at least 2 weeks old. Those are great. Those are some good features in there. Just don't be afraid to poke around with it. The different settings in here. And then over in the bottom left is a couple important settings. Cross-posting. So if you've previously set up cross-posting relationships with other pages or other pages you own, as you click on that, and any pages that you already have the relationship with, oh my gosh, I've got a few in here, and you just check the button, and then that would cross-post. There's still a couple. It has to be mutual. There's more settings inside on your Facebook page. I don't do cross-posting a lot, but it's definitely a good setting. Aha. Now then, share to pages groups. Yeah, see, there's my link coming up. Share your live video to multiple groups when you go live. That's so fascinating because now that would be a way in answer to this question. Oh my gosh, look at that. It's funny when we discover solutions real time, right? Because this question that came up in my social scoop group, Laura, hi Laura, she was asking, is there any way to go live as my page in a group? For some reason, every time I try to do this, it brings up my profile and doesn't seem to offer an option. And then she did say, I asked her, and I think she confirmed, she says I go live without a third-party app, regular live. So she is using the new Facebook producer, Live Producer. So that is certainly a way. However, if the only way they're giving this option to me is to basically go live on my page and in my group, which in some cases is probably going to defeat the purpose, right? If you're wanting to do a specific kind of private live for your private group. So that's annoying, Facebook. I don't know why they're doing that. I've tried it multiple ways. Even if I go trying to share it in a group, watch what happens. See, as soon as I hit share in a group, boom, it just defaulted to my profile. And now it's giving me all the groups that I belong to. You have to sort through and find your group. Social Scoop group. And then, see, there's nowhere to click and say, hey, I want to, click it and it takes me to my profile. So let me go back to the live producer. I lost my place. Live producer. The live producer. Let me just fix that. Live producer as my page, because I think I'm finished with those settings. So just let me triple check on that, and then I'll get some more questions. Yeah. So everything is all golden here. We've looked through all that. But yeah, cross-posting, audience settings, you could restrict them, you could restrict your audience, but probably not. And then you've got your gaming and your tests. But the group, that's really, really interesting to me. That's crazy, Facebook. Share, they're specifically saying share. So it does seem like you can't do a live on your page as your, get it right. You can't use Facebook Live Producer to go live in a group, even if it's linked it would have to be a linked group, a linked page, and stream as your page. You definitely can using third-party apps. Okay, friends, you absolutely can, because that's what I tend to do all the time. Producer, so no, that's I'm not sure about iPad. But on the phone, okay, so on the phone, you're either going to use the native regular Facebook app, or what app you should get. And in actual fact, I believe that Laura mentioned this right here on this social scoop question. She said she can do it with the Facebook page's mobile app. So you can go live in a group as your page using the Facebook pages app. Let me just pull it up so you guys know what it is. As you can just Google it or look in the App Store, whether you're iOS or Android. That's what it looks like. It's that little orange flag. You should definitely have that app on your phone anyway. It's good for managing pages, although Facebook's made it so much easier these days with your the native, right? You can do quite a bit of management on the native mobile app on your pages. So that's that. Download that app, Facebook Pages Manager with the orange flag, and that will let you go live in a group as your page. Okay, but not for some reason, unless I got it wrong, but please feel free to tell me if you found a way. Hi, Deanna. Can you go to direct camera and share your screen through Live Producer? That I need to triple check for you. As far as I can tell, it does not let me do both. I have to decide. I'm going to just do this just for the heck of it and see what it might do. Oh, yes. Wow. Supposedly sharing that. No, I just saw it. Yeah, there it is. I'll show you what I did. There, yeah. Oh, but you see, I wonder if you could toggle it. It is feasible. Okay, wow. Once you actually go live, and someone was saying there about editing the title, you might be able to edit title. I don't use Facebook Live Producer because I just prefer Ecamm Live. But what I just did there, I go share screen, and I'm going to pick the entire screen or a specific application or a Chrome tab. In this case, I'm going to do my Social Scoop group. Now watch what happens up there in the top. Whereas I've got the little red, you can see in the very top left of the screen, see the little red, like we know we're about to go live on the Live Producer tab. And then right next to it, it's got the little blue screen. It says this tab's content is being shared. And so again, that could be confusing. You're like, wait, what? But if I come back over here and I look at my preview in the bottom right-hand corner, where before it was my webcam, now it's my screen. Okay, so I'm not certain if you can do that whilst you're live. You unfortunately just have to play with that. I have a feeling it's one or the other. And once you go live, you're just sharing your screen. To get it off, you just click it again, and now I'm back to the camera. So, but I truly would recommend, if you can, go for an app, okay? Anybody who's on a Mac, the best app, the best tool by far is one I use called Ecamm Live for Mac. And that's 2 M's. I'll bring it up right here, pop it in here. And so, or PC, my PC friends, you can use B.live, okay, B.live, or StreamYard. I personally haven't used StreamYard, but I know a lot of people love StreamYard. Yeah, and exactly. I know, Deanna, it's interesting. I have a feeling you're going to probably need to keep using the third-party app in order to toggle, to do that nice toggle. The nice thing too is you want to do picture-in-picture, right? For me, I love to be able to do picture-in-picture. And also, one of the things that Ecamm does is I can literally play around with the picture-in-picture real time, right? I can change it to round, real time. You know, I don't know any other app that does this. Maybe vMix, you know, square. They got all the different shapes, tall. Even if I wanted to do like a 9:16 length, that's a little close. I usually just do classic, and then you move all your things around. It's such a clever app. It's really great. So, but if you're not on Mac, then StreamYard, BeLive. Those are good ones. And OBS, thank you. I always forget about OBS, but yeah, OBS. Oh, I hands down, if you're on a Mac, just use Ecamm. I think anybody who's on a Mac should use Ecamm. Loom, you know what? Yeah, Loom is super duper. I love Loom. I use Loom regularly for doing screencasts. And Loom, the two co-founders of Instagram, Kevin and Mike, they are investors in Loom. I talked about this on one of my previous lives. It's really, really interesting. Let me see if I can pull up a relevant article for you. 30 million. 30 million. That was November of last year. Instagram founders joined 30 million raised for Loom. And so I thought, okay, I think the two guys that founded Instagram are geniuses. They're absolutely brilliant, and they're really got great heart and integrity, and they're great leaders. So I thought, I was like, I've always loved Loom anyway. Wow, it's only launched in 2016. But I thought, okay, those guys are investing, something's going on. We got to keep a close eye on Loom. Melanie uses StreamYard. That's great. Fantastic. For me, yeah, I think you're asking me that question. Absolutely. I used BeLive a lot back in the day, and BeLive is a terrific solution. They are browser-based. I just tend to prefer the desktop-based solutions. Zoom is one. BlueJeans is another. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And I mean, there's what I really like about Ecamm as well is they're really good support, right? If you get stuck, they have a great Facebook group, and you can get help when you need it. They do trainings and all kinds. Yeah, and StreamYard, you're right. StreamYard is very similar to BeLive. I think they got a lot of their ideas from BeLive. Oh, Snap Camera. Oh, did you see that on my thing here? Yeah. Okay. You know what? Adair and anyone else that Snap Camera, I think that's a tool I downloaded eons ago. Eyeglasses. My good friend Molly Mahoney told me about eyeglasses. It is all kinds of crazy things, like you can have a cat going across your screen or silly things on your camera. And I think Snap Camera is it's that one. Though they're not actual cameras, they're kind of like they're tools to play around with your camera effect. And Snap is by Snapchat, and I think it's like doing like all those crazy Instagram filters, or of course Snapchat filters for a desktop. And I'm not sure what you're saying better than Loom. Loom, to my knowledge, Loom does not do Facebook Live, but Loom is great for doing screencasts. It's a superb app. Loom.com. Yeah, just loom.com. Oh my gosh. So what I love about it is to be able to make short video tutorials and share the URL with my team or with a vendor. I'm having like a new website design, so I'm going to do a Loom to provide feedback, things like that. That's a really good question, Nadine. So in Pages Manager, holy moly. No, I'm not going to be able. Oh, I know what I could do though. I think I could do a super fast. Oh, I see. I haven't logged in for a little while. I'd have to log in. I'll test that. I'll test that another time. But that's a really good point, Nadine. What Nadine's talking about is really important. So many people don't even know that you can do this. I should plug this in so I can show you guys if you're interested. Is one of my I won't call it pet peeve, but it's just one of those things that I think so many people are not aware of, that there's a magic little tool when you're using Facebook Live, specifically when you're let's do that when I try to read and type and speak at the same time. When you are using Facebook Live on your phone and you hold something up to the screen, like a book cover, or you've got a t-shirt on, or there's a sign in the background or something like that. So what Nadine's talking about here is a magic little feature that I think a lot of people don't even realize is available. And I'm going to show my camera. I just plugged it in. And now to do this, you could do this. I don't think you could do this with Facebook Live Producer. Oh, no, you could. Of course you can. And you just share your desktop, though, right? You'd be sharing your desktop. I'm taking Nadine's comment off for a second. And I'll just go like that so you can see. I've just got my browser tab there. So just for the heck of it, I wonder where I could go live. Oh, I think I'm going to go live into I think I'll go live into my test group. Private. Come on. Test. Facebook. Sometimes things come up fast and other times they don't. Your groups. I should have it in the pinned area, right? I don't have it pinned. Crikey, mate. Come on now. What is it called again? Test private group? There it is. Okay, so let's do this. So you can hopefully see my screen there easy enough. And as it decides to play nice or not, sometimes you just take it off the Wi-Fi. Okay, let's do that. And I'm going to go, I'm live in a group. It's only me and my partner in there. Okay, here it is. Ah, see what I mean? So less flattering. Shows up every freckle. Okay, so, and it's taking a second to load. It's not giving me the doodads down there. Here they come. Okay, the magic feature that Nadine is talking about is definitely on native Facebook Live, anywhere you can do Facebook Live. It just isn't in Pages Manager. Do you see next to the Start Live Video button where it has the wee wand? Tap the wee wand. Actually, I should hold something up. Hold on. Let me get some writing. I know, I'll get my book. Grab my book. Real-time demo. Real-time demo. See the difference of the camera, right? Okay, so if I hold my book up, I'm going to turn the camera around. Okay, that way it's fine. Okay, but if I go forward facing and I'm holding my book cover up, the title is backwards, right? And you see so many people, they'll hold products up. Like, look at my new thing, buy my new thing, look at this product. But watch this. All we do is tap the wand icon. Tap the wand icon. Down in the wand, just remember magic wand. Little gear icon, the little like screwdriver and spanner in the bottom right. Click that guy. And then, see, it's not obvious, but it is the first icon where it's flip. It's showing you flip. Now it changes your face, right? It's like mirror. It's a mirror image. I'm going to flip. And now I look a little bit different, don't I? Because you have to hold it, certainly. But look at my book. You can now see it the right way, right? Now, if you move it around, it does get a little confusing because you're like, wait, oh, I need to go that way. I need to go that way. It's like when you're looking in the mirror image. But that is the magic trick. That's the setting right there. It's always been there. It's not a new feature. It's been there forever. And then you've got, for our friends down in Australia, you've got the vertical flip. Okay, if you want to broadcast upside down. I have no idea why Facebook has that. It does seem to change the shape of your face. That's funny. Depending on your camera. Okay, so that feature is there for everybody. Okay, and you can get all of that set up before you go live. All right, friends. Yeah, thanks for pointing that out, because that's one of those features I see people all the time. They hold something up to the backwards camera and you can't read it. It's backwards. They're like oblivious. Exactly. Hey, Lou, you don't have to print your book cover backwards. Yeah, absolutely. Of course it works for Android. It's the exact same interface. So you just look for the wee wand icon. Wand, so 3 steps. Wand, tools, right? The spanner and screwdriver. Tools in the bottom right, and then that first icon is flip. It's the horizontal flip. Don't do the vertical flip. No problem, Bobby. That is, you can see that on my store. I've got, whoopsies. I put that link in there a minute ago, and I'll just grab it for you. And just, I don't mean for you guys to get the gear through my link. I don't care. It's like, I care, but it's just a way for me to show you all the gear. That's all. Some suggestions. I don't have all of this, but so this is the one I use right here. I think that's the Sony. Oh no, that's the big brother. That's the big brother. This is like the newest model, I'm pretty sure. So the A7. I have the A6000. I also have the A6300, and I think there's even a 6500. And then the 50mm lens. 50mm lens is what makes the big difference. And then I have this. I have the ring light. This one right here. The ring light with, I have the 2 orange and 2 white, actually, because it comes with a set of both. You get 4 of each. So, but I put half and half on mine. And then I just got 2 side lights, these 2 little side lights right here. And then any good microphone. This is a pretty good one right here. Audio Technica. And that's about it. Oh, but you definitely need this. This is the magic little thing right here where anybody's going to use a DSLR camera. You definitely want to get yourself an AC power adapter kit. That's what allows me to stream for longer than the battery life, right? Because people ask me all the time, how can how can you stream past 30 minutes? And it's like, that's the magic right there. Okay. And I know right now camera gear and whatnot is either there's big delays or there's unfortunately price increases, which really annoys me. So yeah. Oh, that's amazing. You don't have it on your Android? Are you positive you have the latest version? That is wild. And presumably you have, yeah, of course you would have a front facing and back facing camera on your phone if it's a newer phone. If it's a newer phone, smartphone, of course, and the latest version of Facebook. That is weird. Why they wouldn't have it? Ah, no way. You mean it's an iPhone only? Ah, no fair. No wonder people are not able to do that. Oh, that's a bummer. Yeah, sure thing. I can put the link for that. Is the I think that's what you're asking for, Nancy Sommers AC power adapter. Oops, spell it right. Adaptor kit. Now that one is specific for you do have to make sure you get the right one. This is actually for a Canon EOS Rebel, and it gives you all the model numbers. So make sure before you buy your AC adapter that it's the right. I think that's the one I have right there. I put two of them in there. There's one for Sony's and there's one for Canons, but just now that you know what it's called and what you're looking for, you just search for it on Amazon, right? It's just an AC battery charger adapter. Okay, because that'll let you stream. Yeah, absolutely. Well, StreamYard is desktop, isn't it? I mean, that's I'm what I was demonstrating there on the phone with the flip. It's just for when you're holding something up and writing to your phone Facebook Live camera. No need to bother with flips and reversing and tools if you're on a desktop. Yeah, that's really interesting because it's been there for literally years. Yeah, the link for the light ring and the side light. Yeah, they're on the store. I just pointed them out there. They're right there on the store. I don't have that many lights in here, but the ring light is right here. There, I'll just pop that right there. Ring light. I think that might come with the stands too. I'm pretty sure it comes with the filters in the little package as well. And then this is the side lights I have, but you can pretty much do any side lights. So, and I have two of those, and I only put one bulb in. Side, they call them desk lamps or something like that. Desk lights. Tip, only put one bulb in. As if you put two, it's too bright. That's all. If you put two bulbs in, I find it's too bright. It has space for two bulbs. But the ring light is a full-on one ring bulb. But I'm just saying for the side ones. Okay. This is Ecamm. Ecamm is the software I'm using. All right, friends. So yeah, anybody here actually using a Facebook Live Producer? I think that it's a good way to start. If you're not really doing much with lives yet, it's a wonderful way to just start, to just practice and go live. And other thing you can do, you saw my little test group there, just start a group with just you and play with it and practice it. Go live with Facebook Live Producer, with your phone, kind of get used to the settings and play with it. You can do all the practicing you want inside of a group by yourself or add one other person, right? A friend, a mate, and just get their feedback if you want. Okay, thanks, Jennifer. Wow, that's so bizarre that they would have that. I guess must be just a feature that's unique to the iPhone. Okay, that's a bummer. I've heard people saying that the bug on the page that received the landscape video. So many people, because I know I wrote a post about that on my page. I want to say like 4 years ago, 2016. I keep getting these notifications that people are commenting on a post that I wrote in 2016. The sun is streaming in the window, and I'm getting washed out. It's so sunny today. It's so sunny. It's like 80 some degrees. There we go. Too washed out. Um, but yeah, actually, I'd have to do that. Let me try. I'm not going to do a live demo, but I will definitely check that because I know a lot of people have been saying that they've got some challenges with the broadcasting portrait versus landscape, if it's the profile versus the page, and it's really been tricky. I actually thought for a while that Facebook was intentionally forcing people to stream portrait only because they're basically trying to compete with, TikTok, Snapchat, and be the same as Instagram. Stars is so it's an interesting question from Jennifer. I don't know if I'm really even a big fan of stars, but what Jennifer's asking about, I've seen it on a few. I follow Dr. Ben Lynch, and he's often got the stars on there. Um, what Jennifer's talking about is it's a tool that's been around for quite some time on Facebook, specifically for gamers. And you buy them. Your fans, your viewers, people who are watching your streams, they literally purchase a set number of stars, and they're like a penny each or something, right? And then when you're watching somebody's live, you can go ahead and just looking to see. I think it's under live dashboard. It's in your Creator Studio. You guys will know if you have it. It's in Creator Studio, and it is. Yeah, I think I have it in here. It gives you. Oh my gosh, see, Facebook's basically. I've said this for the longest time, friends. That Facebook is attempting to be like the de facto leader in streaming. Um, okay, so it's called the Level Up program, right? You can still receive stars. You must meet these requirements. You must have a gaming video. Well, I'm not about to be a gaming. I'm not going to change my page to gaming, that's for sure. Stream for at least 4 hours in the last 14 days, or 2 days in the last 14 days. Yeah, that's the Level Up. It's called Level Up, and it's specifically predominantly for people that stream a lot or that are in the gaming. See, even has a leaderboard down here, leaderboard of people that send you stars. But it's a way to monetize. It is actually a way to monetize and have people send you like a tip, like a little tip jar. But yeah, Facebook Live Producer is a way for you to go live to exactly like I'm doing right here, except I'm using a third-party app. Oh, neat, Amber, you have stars? Do you have a game? Do you have a gaming profile? I'm curious. Gaming page, I mean. Your followers love it. Exactly. It's like a tip, isn't it? Yeah. Neat. Oh. Huh? 86 in Ventura County. Yeah. Oh my gosh. It just suddenly got hot, right? Because it was so. Oh my gosh. It's 82 right now. It's going to be 89 tomorrow. Good grief. Crikey. Jane, no, I don't think so. I'm giving you a kind of a qualified no there because I mean, I'm sure some people will come up with some clever hacks, if you will, or workarounds. But I would just, if you're going to interview somebody, I would just use a third party app. I would just use a third party app because I'm sure you can't. It only brings you on camera or your desktop. Yeah, just one person. You don't have live producer yet? That's interesting. That's wild. I guess they're just slowly rolling it out. Yeah. Okay. Okay, Amber, I will show you. Let me just check how messy my desk is. Watch this. I'll do this. I can share my desktop because now we're inside Live Producer. I'm only doing this. I'm not actually live in the Live Producer. But then if I take my little webcam off, there you'll see what I'm broadcasting. That's all. It's just a nice, really nice tripod. My ring light. You see how it's got the two amber left and right, and white top and bottom. It looks really blindingly bright. It's not that bright. And then there is my Canon. And if I can just get the wire. Oh my God, the wire's stuck. Hang on. It's stuck on something. Oh, I've got some wires back here. That's fine. There it goes. I think I've freed it up a little bit. And then just these two side lights. That's it. Got another monitor, one there, and one here. That's it. And then I got a really bright window, and I just shut the blinds over there because it was really hot, right? And then that's where you might want to adjust the ISO on your camera a bit. Okay, that's it. Simple, very understated. Looks pretty good though, right? Compared, like compare this view to that view. Well, because you've got a tiny, tiny little lens, right? A webcam has a lens like the size of your pinky nail versus a DSLR camera is about 6 feet away from me, and then you also want some depth of field behind you, a little bit of a space, and ideally something behind you that shows. You see, these are fresh roses from my garden there and my little globe. But you want something behind you that's also lit. If the thing behind you is not lit, even if you have an uplight or a lamp is a good thing to put back there, not too bright, and that can make a difference too. Okay, friends? Thank you. I appreciate that. Thanks, Deanna. Okay. What do you think, Kelly? I'm going to message you. I'd love to ask you to join me. Oh, that's very kind. Okay, Kelly. Okay, you can message me. It is. It's just a little tiny. I know. It's just a small. It's just one of my extra bedrooms. It's not a big office. But oh, the Logitech. Actually, that's what this guy is. It's the Logitech Brio. That guy is. Right now, yeah, I do. That I don't ever use the Logitech. I just was showing you the Logitech so that because it's defaulting to that when I was demonstrating the live producer. I don't think if I pick Camlink over here, will it let me do it? Oh, actually it will. Look at that. I didn't realize I could choose the camera for 2, right? So there it is there. That's the difference. I just switched. I switched from Logitech, that one, to Camlink is the Sony, right? Depth of field. It's HD. It's a little soft. The 50mm gives you the soft focus, but it does show up every detail being so HD. Okay, friends. I am going to press the pause button. Love you. Thanks for hanging out. Keep us posted on how you're doing with your broadcasts. Hope you're staying safe and sane in this wild, wild world, finding some peace and positivity amidst these turbulent and uncertain terms. If you haven't already, please do come and join me in the Social Scoop group. For those of you, I know many of you here run your own businesses. Just in case it's relevant, I made this post here today. Put a big list of places for job sites, freelancers, contractor work, virtual assistants, some articles. So I know some folks might be looking for a little extra work or looking for a whole new job, or looking for clients. So just different ways, or looking to even maybe your really business is booming and you're looking to add to your team. You're looking for some creative staff or some virtual assistants, and so I put that link up in there, that post in there. All right, friends, have a blessed rest of your day, evening, morning, the works. See you soon. Bye-bye for now.